Hello, it's pending. Um, I have been gone for somewhere around a year now. Um, so sorry about that. As I said in a community post that I think nobody saw, but that doesn't matter. Um, I'm not dead, still alive. Um, I think life has just been kind of hard for me. With the state of the world and everything. I lost my dad last year in April. And friends have always been kind of a mess for me. I mean, school was tough. I mean, last year when I started school, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna drop out. I didn't. I made it through. Completely aced the last quarter. I will now be a senior. Super duper exciting. And I just wanted to share with you guys some poetry that I wrote last year. With the disclaimer, it's not super good. Okay, that's just mean. No. It doesn't have to be good. It's poetry. That doesn't mean... I mean, it's art. It's art. So, it's in the eye of the beholder. Whoever wants to behold. And I looked through it and I'm like, I really want to change things, but I'm not going to, because these were my thoughts and I want to preserve them. So I did not make any revisions or anything basically after it got written. I just left it the way it was. And, I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. I really enjoyed writing it. As it's touched on in the last poem that it's not very traditional. A lot of it doesn't rhyme. So I think that counts as free verse. But, I really enjoyed it. So actually, you could fuck off with your opinions. Thank you. That's a little cruel, I think. I want my computer up here. Do I? I think within the last time we've spoken, I've started new meds. I'm now on ADHD meds. I have been diagnosed with autism and PTSD, and with that, unknown anxiety and depression. Super fun. Not really. Most of the time I don't even notice until today. I was like getting something from my freezer and I'm like, I don't know if I'm really happy. I have occasional like little bouts of happiness, but they just don't feel like I think they should. And yeah, the anxiety has gotten better. But I think occasionally it's still debilitating at times. I think that's a lot of the reason I didn't come back was, well, I got a new phone, and with my old phone, I had everything set up, and now with my new phone, it's a flip phone, the Galaxy Z Flip 7. I quite like it. That's another thing. I don't think I've loved a lot of things recently. I got a new car, and I don't find myself loving it. I'm just like, it's a mode of transportation. It's cool. It's like a spaceship, but I miss the, like, quirks of my 2016 Malibu LS. Like, and to be totally honest, I could not name a quirk. But I don't know if it's too perfect or what it is, but I find myself, like, with my new car being like, the quirks of this car are it not fucking working. Like, I've had my infotainment center just stop working multiple times. It hasn't happened recently, which is very nice, because if it did, I think I might fucking crash out. But yeah, no, it's a good car. It's supposed to be reliable, unless it has the fatal error that, like, kind of murders it for a good, well, forever, unless you have it towed to the dealer. But it's a recall, so it's a free part. But there was a part shortage, so people, like, freaked out about that. And it's so funny because I told the dealer, I'm like, yeah, so I know about this, and I really don't care. I mean, if it happens, it happens. And then I get it fixed. Please stop falling off of me. Yeah. I feel a little like I'm stalling. But also, it's been a while, so I think it's nice to catch up. Yeah, I feel like the quirks with the Malibu were just, like, design stuff. Like, the screen is like a kind of, like a rounded trapezoid, basically. But they didn't want to go through all the work of making a screen that was actually that shape. So they just put a rectangle, and then it had these thick plastic bezels, because it was an LS. It had a really tiny glove box. Was not a fan of that. And it could also be because I had it, and now I can miss it. Where with this, I have it now, and I'm just like, I don't know. I think there's also more, like, barriers to entry, like, in my brain, because it's electric. So it has, like, a 270-mile range, which is fine. And I, like, rarely have range anxiety, but I think subconsciously I have range anxiety of more of just, hey, I gotta plan this. But also that could just be because I drive more often than I used to. I mean, I had the Malibu for, to get my permit and then my license. So probably around, like, a year. And I've only had this Oh, geez. I've had this new car, for almost 8 months already, which is insane. I got it New Year's Eve. And I think also because I don't own it, it's a lease. And it was quite a decent deal, actually. But I still, would love to get another Malibu. And I don't know, honestly. I mean, I had the same problem with this laptop here. It was a good chunk of change, and I'm just like, at a point, I'm like, is it just too good for now? And now it's kind of just mundane, but it's not mundane in the sense of I find happiness in the mundane, which maybe is because it's mine, and I find more happiness in the mundane of other people's things. Maybe that's the problem. It's all connected to me. And I just can't, I don't know, be nice to myself apparently, because fuck would that be useful for? We also touch on that. Maybe we should get to the pubs. This first one is called To Late Nights in a Dark Car. I yearn for the day we are together. If that happens now, it will only be late nights in a dark car, or sooner but later, late nights in a dark hotel. It is not moving with my arrow key. Frick. I want this. You don't respond right now. Oh. Okay. You don't respond right now. That might be what is best. I have no problem as a secret, but I want to be loved. I can be hidden, but I don't want an elaborate plan to see you. I don't want to try find the darkest parking lot. We aren't old enough to stay at a hotel. My windows aren't tinted at all. I have my reservations about waiting. I wonder if this is real. I know your friends. I don't want to be with them. I wish for more signs, ones that make it clear, to avoid late nights in a dark car or dark hotel, unless we're official and the hotel was to stay together and the car was a means to stay together. And it went out of the town. You gotta stick with me here. We're gonna have technical issues. We're gonna have all sorts of issues, but that's reality. That is what pending is, and I think that's another thing, is I've put this construct on me to be perfect, and perfection is not viable. It is a thing to strive for, but you will never be perfect. And that's a good thing, because perfect would just become overly mundane. I mean, everybody's different for a reason. It would suck if we were all the same. So yes, there was a few interruptions in that first poem that aren't there, and I would love to figure out a way to actually put out the poems for you guys to read. Whether that's a link in the description or what, I have to figure out somehow to do that. The second one is called Don't Be Happy Without Me. I want us to be happy. I think mostly me. Fuck your feelings, fuck your life. Sometimes I think this way. I don't think it's me. Instead, my trauma wants to control everything. It's been hurt. It doesn't want to be again. I see you happy. I think he doesn't need me, like I thought. I get depressed. I lose all hope for us. I don't want you to be happy without me. What if? I'm never happy. I lose you. I lost myself. I can't find her. What if you're not him? Living in a trauma spiral has killed me. What if I find her? I find him. You're him. You're struggling too. I find peace and happiness. I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy with, I want to be happy with or without you. I want to find me. I want to know if this is real or if I fabricated all of it. There are signs, but maybe I read them wrong. What if I made a mistake? Then I can learn. This isn't death. I'm still living. I can still make a difference. I can live. To leave a prison I want to leave. Oh, wait. To live. We're just going to retry that stanza. I can live. To leave a prison I want to leave. To live. Be happy, but to be, you need to be you. I need to be me. I guess I can't tell you who you are, but I think either consciously or you hide yourself. I hide me. I don't know how to be happy. I want to control everything. I try to give you time, but you take my mind now. I hope you are happy. Now I will try. I will be me. If this is our end, then it will be. I hope to see you again sometime. The third one, roulette. I found my happy place again. You still permeate in it. I thought about dropping a pin to my location, how we could be without everyone else. I knew the entire time I couldn't do this. Even if I wanted to, I will not risk forcing this. Force doesn't bring anything except agony that nothing has came. I know the universe knows what it's doing. I trust it, maybe more than ever before. The signs. Oh, the signs. I don't think the universe is playing roulette. It's not betting on random numbers. It just hasn't reached the time yet. To more waiting, but a better life. Fuck roulette. I think, was that the third one? We're not counting anymore. Fuck that. Chance and choices. Chance is you can make that choice. Choices could lead up to that chance. Whatever you do is backed by guarantee. The universe knows your choice. You can't do it wrong. The only way you can do it wrong is force. Force doesn't make love. It breeds resentment. It breaks what could be. That is if you continue. Okay. And think that it's the way. A little forcing will happen. You will want to speed it up. That's okay. That's human. But you can't make chance, but you can make choices. Backed by guarantee, everything will be all right. The mall. Why were you there? Why was it Valentine's Day? Why am I jealous? Why am I getting escorted to a back room near children and their parents? I think they got caught stealing. I got caught bawling. I saw you before buying chocolates and other assorted things for her. They fell all over. I rushed to pick them up. I was too late. You left with your mother and her. It hit me like an arrow, without his cover. I knew it was over. I bawled around the store. They found me, took me. I tried to play it off, looked in bins of old tech thrown together haphazardly. The room, they questioned me. I was in trouble. I told them I was autistic while they were yelling at me. I ended up in a parking garage, and I left. Jealousy. Oh, what a fate. It was her, then her, then her, now her again. I should know it won't work. You played in concert, but you misplayed the symphony every single time. Your friends will take off your plate as they have. I hope you figure out how to unbotch this symphony for me. I saw you with V after knowing it won't work, but was still jealous. The universe brought me back to reality. I thought we could be alone, together, but she got in my way. But she was maybe the first misplay. So I know it doesn't have a future. Good for me, bad for you. I will leave you with, I don't trust your friends. Spectre. I will haunt you for the rest of your life. Spectres don't leave because you want them to. Spectres will follow you everywhere. Spectres can reach you better than you can. Spectres don't stop existing if you ignore them. They just have fun tormenting you. You will see me in everything, everywhere. The twist is these specters see each other. Who knew a specter could be haunted as well? Self-help. There are books. I never found them to work. I have to help myself. Therapy has done wonders, but if you can't like yourself, you have no reason to help yourself. In a past of groomed, no mistakes, turned to a gift of PTSD and a loss of myself. Now, anxiety, depression, autism, ADHD, living the medications, poor communication, misheard comments, spirals. I'm so hard on myself, but I didn't ask for this. I survived. I escaped. I'm eternally grateful to myself. Thank you, me, for doing your best. My past isn't me. Same with my DNA. It built me, but now I have the control mostly. I need to be nicer to myself, but it's hard, but it's worth it. I know that. No knight in sight. In fairy tales, there he is. In real life, maybe. I thought I found him. I was wrong. I didn't need him. I have saved myself before, and I will do it over and over and over again. I needed an escape. He was that. There was no horse or armor, instead a projection. No knight in sight, unless a mirror. Conflicted. So this one starts with song lyrics. I am going to try and sing it. And we're going to be nice about it because another struggle that I've had is my voice has gotten deeper. And I tried to record a cover before this video, and I just revert to deep voice, and it's not correct. And I think I have anxiety about, or I know I have anxiety about my voice breaking or cracking, because it sounds discordant. But again, another thing, it's chasing perfection, and in that case, I need to stop. Because perfection isn't necessary. And I kind of enjoy being kind of a realistic mess, basically. That's kind of the way Brat, the album by Charlie XCX, makes me feel. And the 4 singles from her new album, Music, Fashion, Film, is this like primal messiness and feeling very present in it, and it's very nice. I mean, with that as well, I think about one of my favorite pastimes, which I think now has kind of just become a automatic thing, and not in a good way, is going to a park and swinging and singing my heart out, which has also been hard because anxiety and missing a note. And it's like, they literally don't even most likely know the song I'm singing, so I don't know why I'm freaking out so much. So it's been nice to work through that. But I think I've lost myself in that. With a lot of the times I'm like introspective, and now every time I go there, I queue up my 21st Century Blues by Ray and sing and kind of skip through it and sing Genesis and maybe some of the live versions and occasionally a few other songs, and I'm just watching myself and censoring myself to the point of kind of losing myself, and to the point of just being a speaker for this music instead of letting it flow through me. and really soaking it in and listening to it and stuff. But one thing I can't stop thinking about is there was this white Pacifica that drove by the park and just stopped on the side of the road. I'm like, what are they even doing? I love it. There's something so real in this, and I love it. And then they go back onto the road, and then I'm relatively sure they turn into the parking lot and do a U-turn or something, and then come back out and go the other way. And I'm like, I feel you. I really feel you. There's something just so real about that, and it feels weird to say so real because but like I'm had points in my life where I'm literally so afraid to make a mistake that I don't even try. And so I don't know, I'm thinking about other people and how they're feeling instead of how I'm feeling. And to be frank, I'm fucking sick of it. So, we may butcher these songs real quick, but also, I don't even think I said the title of this one. Maybe I did. Also, did that? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. My knee is falling asleep. Okay, conflicted. Oh. I get ready, get it tonic every time that you go. Philly's gone. He's a Leo sun, a Leo moon, and a Leo rising. That isn't. These are not the correct notes. We're gonna work with it, okay? Don't forget me or regret me. I tell him, goodbye, Henry. That's also not how that goes. I'd rather be hated than forgotten. That's from a Maisie Peters song. Say my name in your sleep. I can't find that lyric in my head. I'd rather be hated than forgotten. That is not correct. It's not important. No. And if you want to find how hard I butchered that and not say anything about it, the first song is Pretty Catatonic by Demi Lovato. Great song. The second is The Thrill Is Gone by Ray. The third is Goodbye Henry, also by Ray. And I'd rather be hated than forgotten. I'm relatively sure is Say My Name in Your Sleep by Maisie Peters. And basically what it's supposed to show in there is the confliction. And then next stanza. Here I am again, lost in what this is or what it could be. At this point, I want to sever the ties, cut my heart out with a blunt knife. I want you to grow up. I want us to be happy. I want us to be us. I want to break. I want a coin that spins that doesn't continue as it's confused. I want the man I deserve better. I want to give you grace. I want to slap you across the face. I want to break. I want sense. I want to let go. I want to hold on. I don't want to lose you. I want to break. I want to direct this play to end until it begins. Do you understand? I don't. I'm conflicted. Untitled. I'm sick of pleading, but I will not stop bleeding. I will not stop until I'm bleeding. I can't stop. I want so bad. This perfect timing seems to be miming that it knows what it's doing. In reality, it's playing with me that you could be laying with me. Soon, they say. I feel like a loon to say, maybe soon. I would be lying to say I don't believe, or that I don't care, or that I'm angry at you. I just want it to give for now, and it won't. There's a reason it won't. I will scorch this earth until it doesn't exist, or I will scorch my heavens. Either way, I'm an arsonist. No pleasure is derived. I just do until. I don't know why. Most likely trauma that I didn't ask for that won't go away. Overflow. You thought I was done. Instead, I can't stop pouring. I want you to leave me alone. Go away. Now is the perfect time for a trip to Bermuda. I'm worried of scaring you away. Today, not. I want this to figure itself out. No more ambiguous hot or cold. No more. The universe understands my arsonistic pleasures. Here you will come invade my peace. They believe in us. Neither of us do, though. And you may be the worst fucking listener on this planet. If we met previously, I feel sorry for myself for having to live on the brink of insanity. I wonder if this is karmic. Then it's real. I want it to be done. Then your body, gait, and spirit stand a few feet away. The cons have clearly outweighed the pros, almost the whole time. The problem here becomes the carbon fiber ribbons that keep us together. I find at this point, I don't want you. I can't fix you. Fix yourself. I want a better you who exists. The person that is clear that they like me, instead of a convoluted body of mixed signals, messages, and inherited horribility. I forgot about that last word, phrase, inherited horribility. I forgot about that. Lies. This is a bunch of lies I tell myself on the daily or occasionally, mostly subconsciously. I'm not enough. I can't twitch for they might call me a witch. I'm a bad person who deserves bad relationships. Everyone wants to hurt me. I'm a freak of nature. I would be better off if I wasn't here. Everyone hates me and wishes I never existed, and I should take that into my own hands. I don't deserve good things in my life. Vulnerability is a slow-acting lethal poison that ends in a shattered relationship and you pronounced dead. Failure is death and purely avoidable for life. This isn't abuse, never has been. I'm just crazy. I need to get over it. I'm being childish and I'm too old to act like this. This isn't a big deal. Anyone else would be fine. I'm overreacting. Nobody really likes me. They just feel bad. It's all in my head. It's my fault that people won't allow me insight into how I make them feel, so I can improve, instead block next time my name pops up. I'm judged by the people like I overanalyze them, which is to say, kind of poorly in that, is I judge myself like I'm... Okay, I overanalyze people heavily. Every motion, gesture, affect in their voice, everything. And then I throw that on to me, being like, they're doing that to me. When it's like, no. Are they judging me? Yeah, probably. There's a good chance they are. But that doesn't matter. I should be mean to myself. I deserve it. I'm being conspired against. If I get hurt, it's my fault. Everyone else knows what they're doing with/in their lives. Everything is my fault. I'm the worst. I'm a burden on this world. Feeling like this is normal. Truths. I am enough. I deserve wonderful things, great things to happen. I should not compare myself to others because they are not me and have not went through what I have. I was meant to be here with an unknown purpose. I don't deserve to be mean to myself, who is trying constantly to live through a hard life, and I need to be nicer to myself. Love plus fear. This end is near. This name comes from an album I do recommend by Marina. That's not part of it, but parenthesis. Love plus Fear is an album by Marina. I was gonna do monthly covers of it last year or a year or 2 years ago. A year or two ago. That was like my New Year's resolution, which I completely forgot. And then we were talking about New Year's resolutions in therapy. And she's like, what were yours? And I'm like, I actually have no clue. She's like, I remember one of them. One of them was to record a cover of Love Plus Fear for every month. And I completely fucking forgot. Oops. Which Love Plus Fear is a great album. I come back to it a lot when I can't find a piece of media to represent me in that time. And it's a really nice grounding album. And so I find myself coming back to it a lot with the very simple concept of there are two states. You are either in one or the other. You cannot be in both. And I guess that's up to interpretation. I mean, who knows? But the second stanza, love simply can't be achieved in fear. I love you, so much so that I waited this entire time. You didn't ask, but your soul did. The problem is I fear that it could be good or bad, it could be real or a lesson to learn, people's judgment and ousting of society. I know that if this is it, that was how it's supposed to be. I could move on, take some time for myself. Fuck fear as far as I can. The world will keep moving. Everything will be okay. I'm ready. Love, I have seen you. I am waiting, living, and learning. It's not possible to miss fate. I'm ready. For real. The last of the season. Finale, finish. Thanks for listening. It means the world to me. Through these poems you have heard dreams, fantasies, realities. I divulged secrets and strayed from rule. We learned, I was jealous, that even specters can be haunted. Untitled's have their place. Mistakes aren't death. And an end leads to a beginning, leads to an end. A will continue to have her occasional place on my pedestal. He will hang in my mind. V will continue to become my locus for jealousy and the pain-causing farce. The universe knows what it's doing. Don't worry about missing. Fuck others' thoughts. They might get you on their path. It's not yours. I will continue until the shift. I have let go. Don't mistake me. I know that this will happen. I just don't know what this is. I wish you luck and the best. I have your back, no matter what. I will be back. Don't worry. 18 is soon. Thanks for my English teacher for establishing my love of poetry. My guidance counselor for helping me academically, mentally, and for being great, accepting and validating me. My therapist for helping me, being great, being you, and being as confused about him as me. Goodbye, my first volume. And that was all she wrote. Except I'm a he, but I don't care. Yeah. So this was the first volume of the writings, as I've called it. I quite enjoyed it, actually. I would love to go back to that. I closed it on my computer, and I want to go back to it because, I mean, I wrote it. So it was, my mind. And so, I know all of the notes about it. A note I have for To Late Nights in a Dark Car is I used to have deeply tinted windows on my Malibu, which I also kind of miss, but I kind of get to be a spectacle in my new car because it's bright white, and as one of my acquaintances, I think, said at school about her car as it's a fishbowl. Completely clear windows. You can see everything. No tint at all. And so I kind of just get to be a spectacle, which is super fun when I'm blasting music in the parking lot. And people are like, I hear something. I don't know where it's coming from. And I'm like, Yeah, so weird. And then sometimes they look in my direction and like, please don't see me. Please don't see me. Or when when I used to eat my granola bar for breakfast and had to like weirdly, I feel weird eating in front of people. So that was strange. And then putting on like lip tints or lip balm or anything. Just like, please don't look at me. Stress. Oh, jeez. I accidentally went all the way to page fucking 15. Jesus. Don't Be Happy Without Me was fun because it flips in the middle. And I just I loved, honestly, that. I really liked Roulette, except I wrote it in, and it like coincides with the song of the same name by Katy Perry, which is her leaving it up to chance, and that's where Chance and Choices comes, because I'm like, because I'm like, oh God, I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to force it, because I know if I force it, then it's not going to work. And so I kind of freaked out about that. But I'm like, I don't want to delete Roulette because it was a very true piece at that time. And so Chance and Choices just kind of became a sequel, basically. The Mall was a dream. Jealousy, What a Fate. That was around prom time, which that was a time for me. Prom went quite well for me, actually. I wore a beautiful red dress, faux fur jacket, red lipstick, gold jewelry, black high heel boots. Fantastic. But I think the boots didn't fit correctly, or because I was stressed they didn't fit correctly. And so I took them off and my feet hurt like hell. There was also a time before we left the school for prom where I was trying to get an appetizer, I think is what you would know. An hors d'oeuvre. One or the other. It's not important. I'm trying to be perfect and fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. And so I get up. I don't realize that my foot's asleep. So then I like, it looks like I drunkenly like hobbled over there. And it wasn't. It was that my foot went asleep and was just stiff. And so it... so fun. Spectre is came from Say My Name in Your Sleep by Maisie Peters. No Night in Sight came from The Girl Under the Gray Cloud by Ray, which is the intro to This Music May Contain Hope. Great album. Love that. Love that album so much. Came out this year or last year. I don't know. Ray's, she's great. She's great. I love her. Where she says, God, let me go back. She can save herself this time. And Or, here, we have a computer. We're gonna look this up. The girl under the gray cloud must finally make way for the rain. Ingredients as follows: her loneliness, the vermouth, the scratching of a zip on the left hem of her dress, the echo of a belittling assessment she received from a man earlier that day, and a voice note from her grandma that would say, "Call me, please. We need to pray." Okay. She will save herself this time. Is it not in this? Mm-hmm. She will save us. It might be I Will Overcome, actually, which is the song right after it. Okay, I know it's not important, but it's important to me. Okay, no. Click Clack Symphony. I think it might be this, actually. She will save herself this time. And I always add, as she has done many before. Because I have. I've had to. It's how I've had to live. Conflicted, like a lot of my works, always kind of sort of divulge into different things. I'm like, I have an idea for something. Halfway through, it's a completely different thing. And I think it's just the being in the moment part and kind of losing yourself in it. And it's fun. There are no restraints. And again, it's art. It's not science. Like, you don't need precise measurements. Art can really be anything. That's another thing. With the art can be anything. There used to be a few models of cars that I thought were ugly. A lot of people don't like the Kia Soul. I'm like, I don't see it. She's beautiful. What do you mean? The only one that I can really think of. Oh, and people didn't like the Aztec, the Pontiac Aztec, and I'm like, no, that thing is also cool. The thing I think of is the ugliest car is the Nissan Juke. And honestly, now I look at it and I'm like, no. Somehow they all have their place. Except the fucking Cybertruck, and honestly any Tesla, because what the fuck. And I don't say that as an EV hater. I very much like EVs. I drive an EV myself. But I hate Tesla. I hate Elon Musk. And, he can kind of die and all. Excuse me. So, Untitled was a weird one because I've never done, because I'm like, I can't think of a title, but I'm flowing. And I'm like, Untitled, which is talked out at the end, that Untitles have their place. And I honestly really liked having an Untitled, and then in the Untitled was Overflow, and I really like that. Lies was a homework assignment from therapy. Actually, it was not therapy. It was my guidance counselor. which I remember because I'm like, I don't do homework for therapy. You think I'm going to do it for you? And then I did. Love plus fear kind of just expands on the love plus fear thing. And the last of the season, the first word is fin, which I think means end or the end in a different language. But I got it from This Music May Contain Hope by Ray. And honestly, the last of the season kind of mimics Finn by Ray, which I would love to pull up. She has two named Finn, actually. One from My 21st Century Blues, and the other one on This Music May Contain Hope. And Finn has one. It's this lovely. Okay, no. Honestly, the whole album of This Music May Contain Hope has this beautiful mix of her speaking and her singing. And a lot of people are like, she speaks too much. And I'm like, girl, let a girl monologue. Jeez. I love her monologues in this album so much. And Finn is like a 6-minute song, which is basically just fucking credits. And I love it so much that I've memorized a good chunk of the credits. And she is very personal with you. I want to say in both of her fins, she says, lots of love, Ray. And I love that because every time I hear that, I feel the love, and it's so great. And so the last of the season kind of just the idea, basically, like, and kind of the way I wrote it, that I know that doesn't make sense, but like how I spoke it in my head when I wrote it was like all of the monologues on This Music May Contain Hope. Okay, it means end in French. Thank you, genius. And that's where the thanks for is, and that's basically my mimic of the credits. And then after that, Goodbye, My First Volume is after the credits. She also has some spoken words. Oh, yes. Thanks for listening to this album. Can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's finally yours. It's finally out there. It's finally yours. All right, just take care of it and listen to it again and again and share it with your friends. And just know that I really love making music and I want to do this for the rest of my life. And thanks for supporting me, and thank you. I love you. I love you. This is the album. I love you. The end. And honestly, now I have to revisit that album for the millionth time. And yeah, such a good album. Also, I think I moved my camera, I'm so sorry about that, because then that kind of makes a continuity error. So sorry. But yeah, no, I enjoyed that album. I enjoyed writing poetry. I plan on doing it again. I will have probably have gotten better at it. My leg is falling asleep. Or my knee is, actually. And I don't know that it's falling asleep. I know that it's hurting. um, yeah. I feel a lot better, actually. It's been nice to reconnect with you. And I just, yeah, I mean, I go back to school soon for the last year. I think my phone is also about to die, so gotta wrap it up. But yeah, I'm a senior this year. Crazy. And then I go off to college. Planning to go into psychology to become a therapist. And at some point in time, probably have my own private practice, like my own therapist. I don't know about the music yet. I still really like singing. But I feel like I've kind of lost it. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect, so maybe I could convince myself. Yeah. I mean, life has been chaotic. Even in the slow silent parts, it's still the overwhelming arch of chaos, a veil of I don't just it doesn't feel stable. It doesn't feel good, peaceful. It kind of always feels like a mess, even when it's not a mess. So it's different, and it's not peace because I've felt this feeling before, and I don't know that I've ever felt peace. But I do gotta get going, so my phone does not die. And I gotta get this posted, hopefully by today. It's 8:11. And I'm just, yeah. I mean, have a good whatever. I've been pending. I don't know if this marks coming back or if I'm again gonna fall off the earth. But I don't know. I'll see where life takes me. Hopefully it brings us together again because I've really enjoyed this actually. And I'm taking a page out of Ray's book and until next time, lots of love. Pending. Have a good whatever. Bye.